Almost everything. 84.
Today I have a review of a 300 watt portable generator, and this is a pretty neat unit, and we're going to go through a couple of the features. Alright, so first let's check out how much it weighs on the scale. 109 ounces. In the box you get a couple things. You get the AC charging cable, which I'm not showing. You get an MC4 adapter cable, a car charging cable, and the unit itself. Also comes with a manual. As far as the appearance goes, it does have a handle that kind of retracts that you can pull in, makes it easy to carry around, and it goes right back in. It's all black. It does have a brand name here. Kind of like a brick. Some vents, and it has some rubber feet there in the back. The first thing you'll notice right here is kind of a blank screen. You can get that going by clicking any of the things on here. So if I'm going to click the DC one with the 12 volt, it's basically going to start showing that. Anything's plugged in there, and you can turn that off. Here's the DC 2. All your USB. And your AC. You also have two lights, which are extremely bright, on each side as well. On the back, you have two inputs, one for charging this battery up. You got an AC, and then you have the 12 volt DC right here. And those correspond to the cables that they provide. One of the things that other people ask are if you could jump, an ATV or an automobile or something like that when it has a dead battery. It's not made for that. So they even say that in the manual, that that's not something that you want to do. Obviously the battery is sealed and not replaceable on this. Another question that people are wondering, since a lot of uses for this might be like a little cooler or, an AC cooler or something like that, mini cooler, mini fridge. It does put out continuous output of 300 watts. So you could use something like that has less power than 300 watts. And as you saw before on the drill, which definitely goes over that, it'll peak it out. So as long as you find something like a compressor that's below that, you will be fine. Okay, so I plugged a couple things in here. I have an iPhone charging. I have like a GoPro battery pack charging right now. And then I also plugged in a cordless Black & Decker drill. And let's see what happens when we start to use the drill and rev it up. So I'm getting a couple warnings as we were hitting like peak power. And now the drill is cut out. Okay, here's another test. I plugged in a heating pad. And let's turn the heating pad all the way up. So it should peak out probably around where it is, like 54 or 52 watts, something like that. So that should be fine. I think most items that are more steady like this should be fine for this. Let's turn on the USBs back on, get that contributing as well. So now we're utilizing 2 ports and the AC. At the end of the day, when you're looking at power packs or kind of mini generators that are run battery non-gas powered, I think this really gets the job done in a lot of ways. It's pretty easy and lightweight and compact. You can, charge it multiple ways, AC, through the you know, the 12 volt DC. And also you could plug in a solar panel if you have it. They have some more specs on that. I won't get too much into it, but by using one of these guys right here to get that power in as well, which is neat. You also have a nice screen that gives you, you know, the battery status, each type of output that you're using, and that's really easy too. You get some emergency lights on there, or just lights in general that are really bright, super bright LEDs. You have some smart ports on here and intelligent USB ports, ones that provide a little bit more juice compared to the standard. And you're getting 300 watts of continuous power for most compressors and smaller electronics that you would need to use. Now, you're not going to get this to use like a hair dryer or the drill that I showed, or something that's going to require some pretty like peak power. Even though this thing says it could peak up, I think, to 600 watts, it's certainly not going to go hang there long. But it's well made. It has good cooling vents. It charges quickly. It lasts a long time. It has a very large capacity, and the price is really right around what you'd be looking for one of these. Hope this helps.